You must be Bobby's friend. Yeah. Sorry you had to come all this way, but he and the boys are working on something further down south, so afraid you're stuck with me. Yeah. Let me just shed a light on the situation. These matches. Honestly. There we go. Before we start, I'm sure you'll understand, but there's just a couple of things I need to test out on you. You know the drill, just to make sure you're not, well, something else. Thanks. Okay. So I've got some holy water and a little salt and also some silver. So I'm just going to touch you with all three, if that's okay. Well, you don't really have that much of a choice. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so just don't move, okay? First, I'm going to try some holy water. If you just give me your hand. Okay, no burning, no sizzling of the flesh, that's good. Now, a little salt. All clear. Finally, I've just got a little bit of silver. I'm just going to place it against your cheek. Okay? And the other one. Okay, congratulations, you're not a monster. Now we can get down to the real business. So, Bobby told me why you were going to come. I assume you've got a little information? Sure, I heard about it on the news. So, vampires, first of all. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. People being drained of blood, some people going missing. The usual. I've got a few books here that can help us decide if that is what we're dealing with. So, the first thing we have to know about vamps is how to kill them. There are a number of weapons we can use. The usual wooden stake through the heart, silver stake through the heart, beheading, fire, holy water, crucifixes. They really don't like those. I'm sure you already know about those kinds of things. Yeah. I mean, I've got plenty of resources, so we should be pretty good. Let me just see what I've got here. I'll just read you a little out of here. I mean, I know you're quite new to this, so... Oh, you haven't encountered vampires before? Well, they're tricky, shall we say. I can tell you a little bit about them. The definition given in Webster's International Dictionary is a blood-sucking ghost or reanimated body of a dead person. A soul or reanimated body of a dead person believed to come from the grave and wander about by night, sucking the blood of persons asleep, causing their death. Whitney's Century Dictionary says that a vampire is a kind of spectral body which, according to a superstition existing among the Slavic and other races of the lower Danube, leaves the grave during the night and maintains a semblance of life by sucking the warm blood of living men and women while they are asleep. Well, you probably know by now that the victims nowadays aren't usually asleep. They don't have that luxury. So I've got a few things that may help you destroy them, for example. A long nail driven through the skull, thorny stem of a wild rose bush on the body, burned straw on which the body lay, no cats or dogs allowed. If they stepped over a grave, vampire arises. These are all superstitions, but it depends where you go in the world, who believes what. I like to make sure I've got all my options covered. You can also drive a white thorn stake through the body. There were academics working on things, and there was actually a vampire fever epidemic from 1723 to 1736. So, people have known about them. Nowadays, people obviously don't believe, but they used to. People used to be much more open-minded about these things. Bat? You say one of them turned into a bat. Well, I've heard of it before, but really long ago. They evolve just like we do. Faster, obviously, but a bat? Like Dracula style? Okay. That's a new one. If they're doing that, that means they could also be using the whole fog thing to sneak in windows and stuff. Yeah. That's something we should probably look into. They don't die with sunlight. Again, they've evolved from that. So, that's probably not on the cards, although really strong UV rays can slow them down, which is why I brought you a little present. I've got a UV pod that you can set off like a bomb, and it's basically like a flash bomb, but UV rays, so that will slow them down. It may even burn them if they're a lower class vamp, but you'll need some sunglasses so your eyeballs don't burn out your skull. Yeah, not a pretty sight. Is that everything you wanted to talk about? Oh, that might be a little bit different. Let me just grab some books. Yeah. So. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Now, you say you think you're onto a demon. Demons are pretty common. I mean, we're not usually that fussed about them. You think this one's a biggie? Perfect. Well, I've got my Element Encyclopedia of the Psychic World. Let's see what I can find in here. So let's have a look, shall we? You're sure it's a demon? Well, we'll have a look in the index, see what we can find. Oh. The thing you're looking for might not be a demon. You say it had horns? Well, could they be antlers? Yeah. You could be looking for Herne the Hunter. Ghostly huntsmen appear in German and French folklore, but perhaps the most well-known in Europe is Herne the Hunter, who allegedly haunts the forest of Windsor Great Park near Windsor Castle in England. He is said to appear riding a spectral black horse and to have a stag's antlers growing from his head. According to the legend, Herne was once the royal huntsman of King Richard II, who saved the king by throwing himself in front of him when a wounded stag lunged towards the king. As he lay dying, a wizard appeared and told the king that if the stag's horns were cut off and tied onto Herne, he would be saved. The king did as instructed, and Herne recovered. He became the king's favorite for many years and was lavished with gifts, until other jealous huntsmen persuaded the king to cast him aside. Unable to cope without the king's support, the devastated Herne hanged himself from the branch of an oak tree in the park. He is said to have haunted the forest ever since. Oh. You don't think so? Okay, we can keep looking. Am I the first person you've come to for this sort of help? Well, apart from Bobby, of course. Yeah, the angels are slightly busy at the moment. Civil war and things, you know. But I do have one on speed dial if we get desperate. Okay, here we go. Demons. To the ancient Greeks, daemons, from the Greek word daimon, meaning divine power, fate, or God, were intermediary spirits between the gods and humankind, rather like guardian spirits. They could be either good or evil. Yeah, I haven't come across many good demons. Good demons were supportive and encouraging, but evil demons could lead people astray with bad counsel. The Christian Church labeled all such pagan spirits as evil, which is why daemons, better known to us today as demons, are traditionally associated with evil. For centuries, demons have been blamed for a host of ills and misfortunes, including demonic sexual molestation, where a demon masquerades as a man or woman to molest its victim. Many possession cases in the Middle Ages involved sexual molestation by demons, although this may have been more to do with the repressed humans than supernatural activity. In many cultures and religions, demons have been exorcised. In Catholicism, cases of demonic possession in which demons battle for a person's soul are dealt with by formal exorcism rites that date back to 1614. Yeah, okay, so I think what we're dealing with is some sort of horned demon. And I think I have exactly what you need to fight it. Alright, so I've got a couple of things that are going to help you. Let's see what I've got in here. Yeah. I have some angel blood. It's really rare, and a friend gave it to me, so you need to be careful with this, okay? He'll be pissed if you lose it. This is only used to the demon if you can get really close. He has to consume it through his mouth, so yeah. Emergency use only. I can supply you with some salt too. Just regular table salt. You can throw it at them. You can't make protective circles really. They're gonna be more powerful than that, but you could line your windows and doors if you end up having to hold up somewhere. So sure, you can take as many as you like of these. I've got a whole stock room full of them. Holy water. Splash it on them and it'll slow them down for a couple of seconds. Nothing wild though. And I also have something special for you. I picked this up in Romania when I was there last year. It's a demon stone. And what it does is make you invisible. It won't last long, and you'll be seen by anything but demons. But it could come in handy if you're in a real pinch. Careful though. It will drain your energy and you will feel these side effects. Keep it in the box. It's lead lined and it'll make sure nothing can sense you've got it. I also know a couple of spells. There's a protection spell I know. I'll read it to you. This spell can be used to improve the health of an elderly person, as well as to keep harm away from someone who is housebound. So this is if you're held up and you can't get out. Take a horseshoe or an iron nail and bless it by immersing it in salty water. Bury it in the garden of the sick person or in a potted plant. Leave the tip poking out of the earth to act as a conductor to disperse the energy. When you bury it, say this: ill health I do tell, run through this iron, and then you say your name is free and well. You can take this, I've got a few. Something I kind of taught myself is that this little gem works real well. It's called Demon's Lust. And all it is a few incense sticks doused in demon blood. Use this near them, and it'll confuse them for a while. Burn it around your safe house or, wherever you feel necessary. You can also douse your clothes in it, and it'll confuse the hell out of those critters. I've only got a few though, so don't waste them, okay? One last thing, you'll be needing one of these. Don't be put off by the side of it. I know it just looks like an ordinary gun, but this little baby packs some serious punch. I've got some rock salt rounds for you that you can use, and also some pure silver bullets. So you can jab those babies all night long with this. I'm so happy I could help. If you need anything else, don't bother going to Bobby, come to me. Yeah, and I'll give my angelic friend a call, and next time you can speak to her. Okay, I'll see you soon. Good luck. Keep safe. Call me when everything's done. And if you need a hand,